Okay, this is step 8, understanding attendance. And you have enrolled all of your students and the programs are ready to begin. Let's just pretend. So these are your current enrollments. I know they're not realistic per se, but there's a lot of enrollments and you fully kind of put your kids into the classes and they're coming on the first day, let's say. So there's a number of ways you can take attendance, but I would strongly recommend there's no need to use paper at this point because you can just go around to the classes and go into, for example, the computer animation class and take attendance. And what will happen is the day will come up. You'll want to make sure it's the right day. It will auto do for today. You'll click OK. You'll click all the students are there. You'll look around and say Roger's not there, and you've taken attendance. And then you'll go into the next class, which is, whatever, Lego Robotics. You can take attendance and click them. Everybody's there. You look around. You make sure that's accurate, and it's done. Simple as that. There are other places where you can take attendance. You look for the attendance icon, for example, here, and the same thing would happen. Now in this example, I'm taking attendance for the time, and I've already taken it. So you can take it again because Roger showed up and complete that need. So then he's done, or it's done. So you've done enrollments and you've taken a bunch of attendance. What happens with this attendance? Well, attendance records are created, and I showed before, but I want to show it again. In Student, click again for the full view. We have the enrollments and the attendance records. So you can see all these attendance records, which can be manipulated. They're separate records. So this is one area where they are at. Attendance records are also kept or viewed within programs. So let's say I get into the full view and again you have your enrollments are here by program. The attendance records by program are also here, so you can take a look at them there. If you need to go into detail and look at all of your attendance records, you'll note here in the scripts that there's a number of ways to look at them. So let's just say the list view, there's 525 records, but they're not showing, so I'm going to hit Control J, and they show up. These are all the records, so maybe you want to do a find or make sure that there are no errors showing up here. The other script you can see is the full view, which is just another way of viewing all of these records and scrolling through them. And a third way where you get the most information, just like in the old database, is the table view. I do want to show one last thing in attendance list view. So you go to scripts and attendance list view, and there is a little area here called manual entry, and in our next version we'll probably put this up on the menu page. But manual entry, let's just say you've gone through the whole process and one student, you missed a record and you realize that. So you can do manual entry, which is done just like the old database. It's the same process. Control New, put in your student, put in your name, the date, and then check that they're attended. Finally, and this is very important, I want you to understand about unchecked attendance records. So when we enroll our students, we're making these records. We go into programs, and let's say Monday Snack and Recess, I'm going to take attendance for today. And for whatever reason, a lot of students aren't here. So when we hit done, the computer will take attendance records for those that are there and for students that are not there. So I know that Cruz was not there for Snack and Recess, and when I go into the full view and I look at their enrollment and attendance, you'll notice that there's a record for the day that he was in taxidermy, but there's also a record for the day when he wasn't there. This is the important point. When the database closes, when you close out and you open it the next day, it's programmed to run a script that will eliminate this record here, that is the record where he didn't attend. So in effect, what you have will only be attendance records for which students are or have been in the programs. It's important to know this because we want to have clean records, and that this is done on basically a daily basis. The old records that are not checked are not there. These again are programmed out when the database reopens. So if you made a mistake, you'll need to go use that manual entry feature that I showed before.